What's up, y'all? All right. So, one of the major benefits of reselling local is trading phones. And it's not just someone trading from an older one to buy your newer one. Sometimes it's the opposite. They need cash, and so they've got like a 13 Pro Max, let's say, and you got an 11 Pro Max, and you're giving them some cash and then buying their phone. And so I'm gonna run through some examples of where this worked out. But also the other big benefit is that, like, when you have a phone that has like Face ID's not working, people will take that for like minus 50 what it would normally sell for, whereas a direct buyer will want to dock you hundreds of dollars. You'll be in the negative. They'll be sending you a bill, for a phone, or just basically giving you DOA price is really what it is. And so once Face ID's out, that's a wrap for a direct buyer, pretty much. It's got to be an eBay phone or a local one. If the ESN is good, not reported, all that good stuff, you list it local. And then what you do, regardless of that situation, if you're just selling a normal phone, you just put in there trade. You put in the title, maybe trade possible. Put in there that you buy and sell phones. Let me know what you have. Let me know what you want to trade. People will offer you some stuff that's potentially pretty good. Yesterday, what I got was I had a 12. It had a scratch on the screen to where a DB would either put heavy scratching and deduct some. So 340 minus, let's say 50, something like that. So you go to like 290 in value. So I listed it local for 350, and I wasn't getting that much love on it. I was thinking I was going to probably need to sell it closer to maybe like 320. And finally a guy hit me up and he said, "Man, I just got a 12 Pro Max, but it's too damn big. How about I trade you for yours plus some cash?" And I was about to tell him, like, trade plus I'll give him $150. And before I even got the chance to make him that offer, he goes, "Man, just give me like $100 and trade me." And so you do the math on it, and I paid $250 for the phone. I bought it as part of like a big deal, so if it has scratches and stuff, I'm going to deal with it. I'm not going to like deduct them on every little thing. But I paid $250, and then I'm out $250, and then I trade for a 12 Pro Max plus $100. So I'm basically getting a 12 Pro Max in great condition for $350 that I can sell for $625. And so there was never going to be a situation that I was going to be able to make $275. Is that, or $225 rather? Hang on. Yeah, $275. Sorry. There was never a situation where I was going to be able to make $275 off an iPhone 12, no matter what the situation was, unless it was like a passcode locked only one that I restored, which I've done that. But now I got this 12 Pro Max. I'm going to go ahead and send that in. It's T-Mobile. I definitely don't want it. It's pretty new. Definitely going to be a problem if I try to sell it local. And so he gave me one that I couldn't sell easily for one that I could sell easily that's worth way more. He was on the low end of that stick. And really, it's just a lesson that, like, people will lowball the shit out of themselves. A lot of people won't, but you just give them the chance to lowball themselves at least. How much are you thinking? How much are you looking to get? That sort of thing. And most people say, "Well, how much are you offering?" And so then it's like, well, okay, it is kind of your turn, because you're the one saying that I'm buying. So I don't force the hand there. If they want me to make an offer first, then I will, and I'll just go lower, and I'll try to do so in a respectful manner to where it won't totally kill the deal. So then you have trading. You have someone that wants to trade down, and they want some cash. Which, well, that's kind of what he did. He didn't really trade down. In his mind, he traded up because he wanted a smaller one, and he got some cash. But, like, people will buy a 13 Pro Max. They'll realize, I can't pay this bill. This is crazy, which it is. It is crazy. And they'll say, okay, you got this 11 Pro Max, 64 gig unlocked, and I got this 13 Pro Max, 128 gig unlocked. And I think what it ended up happening is I traded the guy at the time. These numbers won't hold up now because the prices have dipped. But it basically made it to where I made an extra, like, I think $150 on the trade-in. And I was able to get the value on the 11 Pro Max that I wanted at the time. So, okay, let's give this an example. At the time, 13 Pro Max unlocked was going for $1,000, and the 11 Pro Max was going to sell for, let's say, $500, but I had listed it for $550. So I said, okay, trade plus $300. So I got my $550. I gave him $350. But I already built in my profit on that $550, because let's say I bought that phone for $400, so I made $150 there, and then I made $150 on the top end when I sent that phone in and got $1,000 for it. So it's like it gets hard to even realize, like, where does that even leave me? You got $400, so I think that's $150 on each side. Again, if I had just mailed that phone in, I'd have gotten $100. So instead of making $100, I got $300. Yeah, it took me more work, but it certainly didn't take me triple the work. It didn't even take me double the work. It just took me this much more work to go ahead and meet up with this guy and trade phones with him. That was it. So all of y'all that are tripping about the the direct buyer prices, you just have to be creative in thinking through these situations and, like, how can you get more money out of your deals. Obviously, it's not going to be direct buyers most of the time. The problem can be when you're getting a ton of phones is that you kind of have to use a direct buyer because you can't sell that many phones local and then be picking up phones, which is also solved by having a place that you can drop stuff off at, and a place where you can drop stuff off to sell it and have people drop off phones to there. I got to run. I got a coaching call later, guys.